Hello YouTube fans, this is my Lamborghini Diablo project. I just picked it up probably about 3 months ago. The body is not attached to it. I had got on eBay and I picked up these rings for about probably 60 bucks a piece, or 50 bucks a piece. It's really cheap. These are the old rings as far as the older model, and these are the 6.0 taillights for like the 2000 model, I think. And as you see, there's a gap inside there. Well, people that's looking at these replicas for these Diablos, the 6.0s are very easy to get. You can get them off of eBay for about $90 a piece for the right and the left, each as far as the piece. But when I bought these lights, I didn't think much about it. So when I got them, I was like, there are a little bit of gap in there. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I went online and I found some gaskets, some I want to say big tractor gaskets, axle gaskets, and from point A to point B is 125 millimeter. From here to here, from this gap, is 140. So I actually found a rubber gasket that will slide perfectly onto this light on the back side and make that work. I don't have it yet. It's coming from Hong Kong. I ordered 2 different gaskets. One was white and the other one was black. So I'm going to try each one. One of them was a millimeter or like maybe 5 millimeters wider or thicker. So I'm going to try them and see if it works. If it works, hopefully that someone could retrofit their car like this, just to give them, so they ain't got to fill in the gaps with anything. This will just be filled in with a gasket. And another thing too, I don't know if you see this, how big of a gap I've got here. I am going to actually take, there's water in there, I'm going to take the back, I'm going to cut this back completely out. And I'm going to make me a bracket that'll come to here, and I'm going to fiberglass it on this side and this side. Then I'm going to recess that light, and when I recess the light with the gasket, it's going to set flush, because I don't know if you can see that is flanged inside the rear Diablo. Is it the tail light? I guess it's tail light trim. All right, like I said, these are the 6.0 version, and this is the old version, or the bigger version. I think I didn't know that at the time, but you live and you learn when it comes to replicas, that's for sure. But this is what I'm going to do. Stay tuned for some more of the video. When I get that gasket in, I'm going to cut the back end off of this thing and alter it to where that taillight will set in there more. You can see how much they're off a little bit. It's not going to, I don't want to hurt any of this. I want to leave all this smooth to where I ain't got to do much work. I didn't want to fill this gap in either, because I just didn't want to get in there and sand it. So that gasket is going to fit perfectly up against that, and it's going to give me enough to where it's going to cover that and center it in this hole, and it'll be perfect. So that's my idea on that. I kind of roughed that out really good. So, but there's my 6.0 taillights that I ended up with, and I do have some of these trims, but they're homemade, and I didn't quite like that, so I figured I got these cheap enough to do that. But the engine, I turned around, I sold the engine and all of the wired harness and all for it. I'm going to go with a V8 and set it up, but it's kind of hadn't been too warm here, so I was going to work on it this summer. I'm going to pull the body off of it. The body's not attached by no means. And I lost the rear louver. And I had a guy that I talked to on eBay, or it was Craigslist. Seemed like an outstanding guy, pretty cool guy. But he had sold me the rear engine bay at a real good deal. So I got that completed. I just got to scavenge some more parts. That's about the 95% hard thing to do, I think, on a replica, scavenge the parts. And also too, I've got to fill this in with some fiberglass. But that's the least of my worries. I got to get the brakes set up, get it to where it'll stop. And you can see how high it is versus the Honda we got. So that's the only cool deal about it. So like I said, this summer I'm going to get the brakes and get the car where it'll run and drive on its own. Then probably next year I'll start working on the body. I'm trying to get the door hinges. If somebody might have an idea on how to build some door hinges for a good, decent price, let me know. I don't have no door hinges on it now. The doors are just sitting on it. Body has got some cracks and scrapes in it, but it's still, for what I gave for it, for what I paid for it, it still is a good deal. I'm happy that I have one. I've been wanting one probably for about 10 years now, if not longer, maybe 15, and finally could afford one. Well, didn't really buy it, I just traded out. So I don't know if you can tell, but look how low this thing is compared to the Honda there. So, but just check it out. Check out my videos, and I'll send some more videos. When I get these rubber gaskets in around that tail light, somebody might have this problem with theirs, which I mean, only probably me would run into this problem. But I will show you how to hopefully fill in that gap. Those gaskets on eBay ain't but, I think I paid $6 and something for one and $8 for the other one. But it is 125 millimeters wide right here, and from this gap it's 140 millimeters. So that's all I want to do is fill in that gap. I don't want to alter anything. I don't want to make it look funny. That's just all I want to do, is set it in there flush. But stay tuned for more videos, and hopefully we'll get this bad boy set up this week. And if it warms up, which is starting to here soon. It sure looks neat though. You pull in my driveway and it's sitting here. It's nice and wide. See that against that Honda? So, pretty cool. Y'all have a good day. I appreciate y'all looking at my videos and leave some comments. Thank you.